Good morning, everyone. I am filming multiple spinning videos today. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was breed studies. For a while now, I have wanted to do another breed study. I know that one of my favorite YouTube channels, Fiber Love Diary, was doing the one from wool gatherings. I've already done that one though, a long time ago, so I didn't want to do it again. And I wanted something a little bit less processed. So I was watching, what is her name? Pearls. Welford Pearls, something. I'll find it and I'll say it in the next clip. And she had mentioned a Canadian mill that does a year-long breed study, and it was in roving. So I was like, oh, well, that might work. It'd be less processed. So yesterday, my first shipment arrived. It was exactly 1 month since ordering, because shipping internationally is a little crazy right now. And what it does is it comes vacuum packed so that it's cheaper to ship and easier to ship. And then when it gets home, you open the bag and it reflates. So I've already reinflated it, wound it into a ball, so it's all fluffy. It is Border Cheviot. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. I will check before I film the next clip, because I've never actually heard anyone pronounce it. I just kind of guess. Pretty sure it's Cheviot. So I have spun Cheviot before. I don't know exactly which type of Cheviot, because normally they just kind of say Cheviot, they don't say a specific breed. So 4 ounces of Cheviot roving. They're not considered a down breed, but they have similar aspects to down breeds. Medium softness, I would agree with that. I have a cowl I wove that's mostly Cheviot, and it's soft enough to be next to the neck for me, but probably not for everybody. Resilience, robust body, excellent for sweaters, socks, and other garments that will not be worn next to skin. I've always found that phrase really funny to me, because socks are next to skin. On the other hand, socks are one of those things that are really irritating for me personally if they're uncomfortable. For other people, though, it probably doesn't matter as much. This one says it's not ideal for felting, but I have felted. The cowl I made was at least semi-felted, and it felted pretty well. So I think it's more just that it's like a difficult felt. And it could also be the difference in breed, because like I said, this one is a specific breed, the Border Cheviot. Alright, staple length 4 to 5 inches, fiber diameter 27 to 33 microns, fleece weight 5 to 10 pounds. Rectangular staples, 3-dimensional crimp. And I am going to refer mostly to her breed sheets for these, because while I could refer to my many books, the reality is that this wool is specifically from Canada, which means it's from Canadian flocks, and I don't know if they differ a little bit from the other reference materials I have. I think most of my reference materials are based in America, so there could be some difference in the genetics of the flocks since they are separated. Alright, so that's that. I am going to spin it as thin as I can manage. I'm not necessarily good at even thin spins. Ply it back on itself for a 2-ply, I think. I might wait and see what it looks like. If it's really thin, I might do the end ply and 3-ply it. And then when the yarn's done, I will dip dye it. I'm thinking purple. So let's get started. Good morning. This is Monday. Don't care what the day is. I can't remember. So I finished the Cheviot Saturday. I only had time to film this clip today, unfortunately. So one very interesting thing about this particular breed is even though it was only 4 ounces, which normally fits entirely on one bobbin, it took almost 2 full bobbins to ply this. It fluffed up a lot during plying. I believe it has to do with the breed's 3-dimensional crimp. It sort of traps air inside in between the different fibers, just thus making a very fluffy yarn. I did end up going with a 3-ply. I did the N-ply method. I don't know if you've ever tried it before, but it's kind of like doing a long crochet chain as you're plying. Alright, so I haven't skeined this yet, obviously. I'm going to skein it up and dye it probably within the next couple of days. That'll be a separate video. As for the wool itself, as I said, it is very fluffy, had a lot of crimp to it, and I noticed as I was spinning it that it's got a lot of stretch and bounce. Now if I had blended it with a little nylon and spun it just a little thinner, it would actually have made really good sock yarn. As it is now though, it's medium softness, stretchy, pretty tough. It'll wear very well. It's not going to pill as much as a merino would. And it is good for pretty much anything you can think of. I would not use it for a baby object just because it would be too coarse on their skin. I'm pretty sure I know what I would use it for, but what would you use it for? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you for watching.